All right, here we go. I definitely like when I go live from the car. I like that I can shout. I don't have to worry about disturbing anybody around me. Just, of course, any of the lovely people that have seen to it to somehow follow the places where I've been and make sure I'm quote unquote as miserable as possible. Good job, by the way. And this rant is not meant to be a target to like the impressive energy of those that like to throw shade and ensure that you know that they don't like you. How devastating it is. This one, I actually wanted to start off with a question, and I'm going to propose the question, and I'm going to hope beyond all hope that the people that hear it after, because this is going to be quick, I promise this one. I have a friend, and I don't quite know what to do. She is self-destructing. What's up? Actions, if you feel you can lend any advice given this little situation, this is outside of the community, I'm so happy to say. Aside from that though, this is like pretty devastating stuff. So let me, I guess, paint a picture, and anybody that feels they can offer some insight that might help save a life in this case. So there's a lady friend of mine. I've known her for years, and she has literally been staying in the house for about a year. She Her insurance changed up on her, and now she no longer has the coverage to afford basically an antipsychotic medication that she was on for a long time. So what she's doing since that, and every week from work, when I check my phone, I check on her and I ask her, what's going on? What are you doing? What are you doing about the situation? So now that she's not on this medication that she was dependent on to feel normal for I don't know how long, she feels inept and incapable of doing anything to help herself. I've told her all the resources that are available. Hey, Queen, sweetheart. I, yeah, I'm proposing this. Here's the scenario, and anybody that hears it, please tell me what you think I should be doing. I know from anybody that wants to remind me, I'm no fucking doctor. I don't have all the answers, nor am I a mental health specialist. I just know mental health, and I know what it's like not to have mental health. So this chick, she is in self-imposed isolation. To make up for the lack of medication, she's drinking. I ask her if she's eating. She says the beer is basically her sustenance, and she her phone doesn't work anymore. I don't know how she's online because the only way we communicate is through Facebook. But so I guess she must have a laptop or a computer, and I mean I'm pretty damn convinced, given what I know, this is how somebody ends up slowly unaliving. And I don't know her address. I said, look, I'll buy you groceries, or I know a place that helps people with the kinds of issues that you're going through because I've been through them myself. And I know of a place that's semi local, pretty close by, that would at least get the ball rolling. She she's just cold turkey off medication, and because her insurance just flipped and stopped covering the medication, she's given up on everything. And it's I'm just watching this deterioration, and it's really devastating. She easy on the oh goodness gracious, no, nothing like that. She It appears on Facebook like she's asking for money, and she's like starting to post pictures and like my story videos that are getting more and more semi pornographic. And it's just, this is not the way she wants to be living her life. Of that I know for sure. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know the address, and maybe I can. I don't. She says she has no friends. I just don't want to know that a human being is going to continue to suffer until the point where it's too much. And this is on my watch. So I don't know. Legit. I'm just putting this out there because I don't know what I should be doing. Maybe I should blow up her spot and and tell everybody, look, you talk to her, this is what's going on, because it's so easy to hide on social media. It's so easy to hide in plain sight. Hey, what's up, Daniel? What's up, man? I don't know if you're from the store or if you're from the comic book stuff, but welcome to a very brief live. I say that often. This is not going to be a long one. I do have a lot of topics and stuff and material that I want to share, but this one I'm just so conflicted because I feel like this girl is dying. And when it came down to like my offering to take her to people that I know could help, I found her the phone number to get a huge deduction on her medication. It's a prescription discount card. All she told me was, "Hey, just send me $50 so I can pay my phone bill and get a cell phone again, and send an extra $5 so I can get a beer." And I wanted to say no offense, but this is not how I help people. And I just I hope she I don't know, what is she doing? Does she think going on Facebook and taking her clothes off is how she's going to make money? She did a post asking for, like, everybody that reads this, can I get like 8 people to send $15 each and don't judge me? She's treating herself by being an alcoholic from day to night, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what else to say to paint this picture. I'm gonna kind of just leave this here, not gonna name names, and I hope somebody truly listens. I'm gonna change the title and I'm gonna say, please help, or something like that, because I don't know what to do, but she needs help. And she's refusing, like, direct intervention. She's too afraid. Her anxiety is too strong for her to make any phone calls. She's too afraid of everything, and she won't get help. She's gonna die like this. She's younger than me. I don't really know her age. She's maybe early 30s, but this is how people die. She is malnourished. She's drinking beer and saying that's food, and that's her existence. So if you know something I can do, I've given her everything I can give as a resource, a phone number, a place. She's not doing anything, and she has no cell phone. There's just got to be something else. She says no family, no friends, and I can't accept that. I won't accept that. What about sending her to I, that's an idea, but to be honest, I don't know that she would actually put forth the effort. I so I mean, I'll put it out there. Thank you, but I'll say, I think Queen has she's got no shortage of her own of the people that depend on her, and I don't want to continue to throw people. I mean, but we are a community and we do help those in need. But this person needs to be willing to help herself. So that's my big conundrum, and I'm gonna think on this before I really take any more serious action here. I just have to get her to admit that she's, like, what is her point of no return? I'll see what I could do. I promise I'll keep. Yo, what's up, Bronny, Ellen? Hello, guys. A welfare check would be great. And Ronnie, I remember I'm giving you the wrench back. I'm on this thing right now. A wellness check. Well, here's the thing, Ellen. As I was explaining, I don't know her address. I know generally where she is. With her full name that I do have, that might be enough to call and maybe track her. I mean, I got her Facebook, and I just don't want to know that somebody so young with potential is just going to continue to suffer every single day like this. Like, I can't imagine how insane she must feel. And she takes the mask off quickly when her and I speak in private over, not texting, on Facebook. She refuses to, well, I don't like doing phone calls anyway, but I somebody needs to save this person's life. She's not willing to save herself. So yeah, maybe it will. You know what? That might be more realistic. A wellness check, actually. By God, I mean, I think that's the only real option. I might have to try and track down her family. She says no, there's no family, and she's got no friends. She just got a bunch of thirsty motherfuckers that, like the pictures she's putting on her My Story. And 2 years ago, she wasn't doing this crap. And she said something today to me to the effect of she hasn't done something for herself in over 3 years. I don't know anything about that, but I know she says this past year, she has just stayed inside. I think I can recall when her insurance changed and she lost access to this anxiety antidepressant, SSRI. It's something like, I think it's a generic form of Lexapro. I mean, if she really thinks, it's so insane that people get so dependent on this kind of stuff, and I can empathize. She thinks that the moment she takes a generic Lexapro pill, that she's gonna be all better. Like, that's crazy. That is crazy. And by God, okay, so I know at least I have a couple of options. Thank you, Ellen, for the recommendation. I think on top of that, I'm gonna go to this place. I won't name the place. I don't want to put it out there, even though this lovely little place that's meant for healing people with mental illness or disabilities. They go there for groups and activities and meetings and all that. I volunteered, but they said they didn't need any more volunteers. And I want to just tell them about this girl, and then maybe they can do something. They're open every damn day till 6 p.m., even on Sunday. I offered her, I said, let me take you to this place. And she said, no, she's afraid of her own shadow. I think wellness check and maybe kind of doing a dragnet via Facebook and seeing everybody that comments. But it's just so deplorable, man. It's just her Facebook is just full of thirsty dudes because that's the content she's putting out. I don't know what else she does. I don't know if she's ever had a job. I don't know how she survived up to this point, and I don't know how the living situations and the self-destructive decisions she's making have allowed her to just exist where she is as it is this long. So about every week for maybe a month and a half, I just when I'm at work, I open up my Facebook and I ask her. I go, hey, how's it going this week? Any improvement? And I've given her every possible thing I could think of, and she hasn't done a damn thing. And then finally today, after I made a couple of offers on helping her, that's when she said, just send me $50 so I could turn my cell phone back on, and then said, well, make it 55 so I could buy a beer too. LOL. This shows me she's not really taking this as serious as it really is, because this is life or death. And I remember a dark time in my life where I was isolating and not taking medication properly. And I had my first seizure because of that, which was a wake up call. Thankfully, I had my family. I remember that was a horrifying moment. A seizure is, I just remember picking up a freaking, what was it? I had a pizza bite egg roll thing. I remember looking down like, I'm about to bite this, yummy. And then just complete darkness, time skip, open my eyes, and there's the EMT are right above me, and my father and mother are behind them, freaking out. And I just remember like looking up at them, and I just blink once and just go, yeah. And after a seizure, your brain needs time to kind of recover. So my speech, like I was not talking very well. And I remember when I went to the hospital, they're asking me like, who's the president of the United States? How old are you? What year is it? And I remember it took me like 30 seconds or in some cases a minute to remember well enough to answer properly. So I don't know, yeah, I think of that and I'm horrified. Okay, I don't know. I promise to keep y'all in the loop because this is I run into so many people in the line of work I'm in, selling booze. There's so many people that they open up to me. This is somebody that's not the case, but I want to help people beyond my capacity. In this case, it's going to take some aggressive action and maybe a little bit of thinking. But yeah, I promise I'll tell you guys what's up. I'm gonna go for now. White Dragon, Keep the Peels, Queen Survivor, Mutated, Ellen, everybody that showed up. Let me see if I missed anybody. Ronnie, I don't know if you're still here. Dan, people like that are very deep into the abyss. Sometimes feel like they're just running out the clock. Yeah, that's what I see. I think she is running the clock, and it doesn't seem to click when I spell out for her, you're going to die. This is how you die. And she's just more focused on where the beer's coming from. All right, I'm gonna go now. I have to do something. Keep the peels, man. Thank you, brother. If anything, I might just donate that and some from my check. I want to help her get her cell phone, but just throwing $50 at her is not, that doesn't mean she's going to use it right. You know what I mean? Right now, yeah. All right. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I apologize for nothing. I'm just, I'm concerned, and this kind of triggers some mania in me. I get all discombobulated because I hate these kinds of problems, but uh, I've lost enough friends to all kinds of manner of ways, and this is not gonna be another one on the list. I went to too many funerals this year alone. I'm not going to another. I'm gonna message her on Facebook right now and see if I can convince her to take this more seriously and to agree to something. I'll see if she has a Discord too. All right, guys. Good night for now. Keep the pills. Keep the peels. Jeremy Spoken, my brother. Thank you so much for the support that you share like that. I always get awkward about it, and thank you to each and every single one of you that keeps on visiting and showing me that my voice is being heard. I mean, the gratitude that my heart feels, man, it's nothing short of actual love. All right, there's not a lot I have to be passionate about in life. It feels like this is like my oh woe is me moment. You know, I'm not as happy as I know I used to be, but this does bring me some level of joy that I have this connection and pipeline with all of you, and you all make this so worth doing it as much as I possibly can. Fucking, fuck the revenue bullshit. Like that was so silly how I started this whole thing. All right, let's see if we could save a life. Good night for now.